guys know, love weaponizers. Paleotrex, Brunt, everyone else. So today we're going to be looking at another Kingdom weaponizer, that being Ractonite. And this fella is very interesting to me because, as you didn't know, as a kid I loved dinosaurs and dinosaur bones. So having another dinosaur fossilizer is pretty epic to me. And let's get into this guy's review. And here we have Ractonite in his
Styracosaurus
mode, and he looks very, very nice. Now, I'm just going to start this off. Let's bring in these two, and they all look great together. I mean, look at these guys. I mean, the only thing that I wish is that maybe the colors were closer to the same, but even if they are different, it kind of goes with the aesthetic, like they're all different, that are found in all different parts of the world or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, let's talk about Ractonite. Ractonite is such a cool guy, and there isn't really much to say about it. I mean, he's a Triceratops looking thing. Actually, he's getting a Triceratops repaint, Magmatron or whatever his name is. But yeah, for posability, he can open his mouth, he can kick forward, and his back legs are much more posable. He can do the splits, swivel here, and can kick forward and back, and has some ankle tilts, and his tail is a bit posable too. Now, my only negative with this figure in general, and I'll just go over this now, is that this in my copy comes out really easily and is very, putting it back in, very like wobbly. So that's kind of not cool. And the Predacon logo where it's located is kind of weak in my opinion. I wish it could have been maybe on the forehead or the nose, or not something that's going to be super covered in the robot mode. But before we get to the robot mode, let's go to the weapon modes, since this is a fossilizer after all. And here we have the first weapon mode, that being a hammer. And putting it in Hound's hands, yeah, this weapon mode's kind of whack. It's not really anything special in my opinion. I mean, because it uses this part of the hips, and these hinges aren't super strong, it doesn't really hold up too well, and the figure would really have to have good arms to hold up the hammer, and I mean, it looks alright in my opinion. It's nothing too special. But let's go into the other weapon mode. The next one being, these are all, oh, by the way, these are all weapon modes from the instruction manual. So these ones are open to you guys. I'm not really going over my own ones. And here we have the second mode, and yeah, this is another whack one. Like I mentioned with the fast track review, this whole back cannon thing is used for all of them, mainly because it's the easiest thing to do with the legs. Personally, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. However, I do like the idea of having this big jousting weapon with the ribs and all that stuff. So that's kind of cool, I guess. So let's go to the last weapon mode, that being weapon mode number 3, as I call it. I don't really have names for this stuff. And here we have the last weapon mode, and this one is honestly my favorite. Again, a very interesting use of the pieces for the jousting weapon, and this one's club is actually not that bad. Now, I'm not really going into too much detail about these things, is because I don't really like any of them. These are all definitely, like, weak weapon modes from all the weaponizers. This one might actually be my least favorite. But it's definitely fun to take apart the figures. It's something different, you know? And as you could probably see in the transformations, I've been looking at the instruction manuals for that step, mainly because I've never actually done a weapon mode for this guy, mainly because I don't really care. But that's it for these weapons. Definitely, like I said, one of the worst weapon figures, one of the worst weapon guys of this line, like the whole War for Cybertron thing series, but definitely gets a little bit better with the robot mode. So now that this guy is in complete pieces, let's go to his robot mode.
Oh hey, didn't see you there. I have a Discord server. You know, if you post a song request and it's copyright free and I use it in a video, you'll get a shout out. So I highly recommend you do that. The link is right up here and in the description. Go check it out.
And here we have Ractonite in his robot mode. And if you're looking, you probably think that I did this a bit weird. So as you could see, I have this side on here, this arm here, and this arm here. So I did this for the main reason because I don't like when the pins and screws are showing. So I flipped it around and made it work the best I could. And I gotta say, I do definitely really like this figure. Another abstract robot mode, yes. But I will say that this guy is definitely just as weird as Paleotrex and not as weird as Vertebrake. Let's bring them in. Having these guys together, they all look pretty good, and Ractonite is only a little bit shorter. Hold on, I'm just trying to straighten now. Ractonite is only a little bit shorter than Paleotrex, but it's kind of taller because of the horn. But yeah, all these guys look great together. Can't wait to get Wingfinger. Can't wait to get Magmatron or whatever his name is, and can't wait to get Transmutate and Purple Guy. And yeah, all these guys look great together. And let's go into the posability, I guess. For posability, he could look left and right. His mask could go down, so it has some gimmick to Paleotrex. Can't really T-pose. Has a swivel here, an elbow, no hands, swivel at the waist all the way around. Can do the splits. Has a swivel here, a knee, more back than forward though, and some great ankle articulation. For size comparisons, here we have Kingdom Ractonite with Iron Tread, Blitzwing, Sound Barrier, Paleotrex, Dinobot, and Galaxy Upgrade Optimus Prime. And let's also bring in Vertebrake. And Ractonite did come with a card, this being the Arc card, and his thing came with the Dark Arc, which is kind of weird. I'm very curious on the context. Maybe like a TFCon or something like that could really give an explanation of this, but it's just the arc with some Decepticon logos. Do not make this a figure, Hasbro. I will not buy it. I probably will, but please do not make this a figure. And it also has Decepticon logos up there. But yeah, decent card. Not my favorite, but does bring up a lot of curiosity for me. So overall, do I recommend this guy? Yeah. He definitely goes great with the fossilizers. He's definitely a fun transformation, whether it be from robot to dinosaur to robot. The weapons are definitely the weakest aspect. If you're really looking for a weaponizer with good weapons, then this guy might be a skip for that reason. However, I do think Hasbro should keep using this mold, and all these molds actually, for one very particular reason. The Beast Machine's Dinobots. Now, we were rumored, and maybe even announced, the T-Rex figure. And that figure is a part of the Dinobots, not the Dinobots of G1, but different types of Dinobots. That having this guy, and this guy. And who do they look like? A raptor, a triceratops, and a pterodactyl. Maybe they could repaint, remold a bunch of these guys and make the Dinobots. Who knows, honestly. We are getting a booger-colored vertebrate, so maybe that's a possibility in the future. But who knows, honestly. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.